you today? I hope you're having a really good day. If you're new to my channel, my name's Taylor. I come to you from Baltimore, Maryland, and on my YouTube channel here, I feature content that is focused on knitting and spinning. In this video, I want to feature my Golden Hour Shawl. I was just recording a video about fleeces that I've purchased to kind of start a little bit of a series on hand spinning wool, and I realized I've never created a video for my hand spun Golden Hour Shawl. This is a project I wear constantly in my regular life. I don't take a lot of pictures of myself day to day, so you probably don't even know how much I wear this, but it's all of the time, especially in the fall and winter. And if you're not familiar with the Golden Hour Shawl, it is a design by Andrea Mowry. She is a rock star in the knitting sphere, so I wouldn't be shocked if you've heard of her before. But this is a really gorgeous pattern. I believe the original design is made with stone crop wool, if I'm not mistaken, something like that, stone something. And I've seen this yarn at one of my favorite yarn stores in Portland, Maine. There's this shop called the Knitwit. It's really close to Otto's Pizza. If you're into pizza and yarn, go to Portland, Maine. But this is a shawl that I knit with my hand spun. It's from a fleece that I purchased from the Buckwheat Bridge farm. I purchased 4 pounds and 5 ounces, and it was a pretty penny. But this is the fiber in the raw form. This is all I have left of the mixed and variegated fiber, as well as the cream. Those I've fully spun up, but I have a nice inventory of this chocolate brown to still spin. And I hope to get to that soon. Spinning is not something I've made a lot of time for in recent months. But years ago, when I made this garment, I dyed some of that cream color wool with black walnuts. And that's what you see here in this kind of milk chocolate brown. So I then combed that dyed wool and spun it into a 2-ply. If I show you the back, you can see a little bit more of the yarn because it's not worked into stitches. And then I happen to have the exact amount that I needed to knit this project. It turned out better than I could ever imagine, to be completely honest. And I just can't wear it enough. One of my favorite ways to wear this shawl is to bring the corner to the front or a little off to the side, wear it like this. I'll often pull my hair out so that it's not tucked into the shawl, but it's really warm and snuggly. This is my favorite way to wear it with a coat because it kind of seals off that gap of the zipper, or if it's worn open. But I also like to wear it with the corner in the back, just thrown over the shoulders. Nice and simple. There's always a little less hair management involved that way. If you don't already have a nice heavy weight, kind of chunky or worsted weight shawl in your wardrobe, I highly recommend it. It's very nice to have something warm and squishy to pull out in these cold fall and winter months. Now, if you are a hand spinner, you know that nothing compares in squish to hand spun. Or maybe you're not a spinner yourself. Maybe you love to purchase people's hand spun yarn and you know the virtues of hand spun. But I have worn this for years and there is almost no pilling whatsoever. And I chalk that up to the density at which I spin my singles. I spin my singles a little bit tight, maybe a little too tight. And because of that, when I'm plying into the 2-ply that you see, I ply that a little tight too, because the tighter I ply the singles together, because it's moving in reverse, it's going to take a little bit of that extra twist out of the single. So it's a fine balance when you're spinning the singles and then plying the singles together to get a really good quality yarn. And I would say it's not machine perfect. It's nothing really like machine spun yarn. but it has its own qualities that I just love so much, that any inconsistency to the gauge or texture to the yarn itself is well worth the kind of resiliency of it. It just almost feels indestructible. It's also very squishy, bouncy, just it feels almost alive, like it has its own character and its own quality, and it just lives in that authentic nature. It's not forced to conform to a shape like machines kind of beat a fiber to do. It is very unique and I love it so much. Yeah, so that's my Golden Hour shawl. I hope that you like it. I will link below the project page for this garment if you want a link as well to the pattern. I will leave that beneath it. And I guess that's all. I guess that's all for this video. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you want to find me on social media, my name is Taylor E. Owen on Ravelry, Instagram, and Twitter. Feel free to find me on any of those platforms. Let me know in a comment below if you've made the Golden Hour shawl, if you're planning to knit the Golden Hour shawl, and most importantly, I want to know what you're knitting with your hand spun. Feel free to leave a link to a project that you're working on or you're planning to work on. I would love to hear what you're spinning and knitting, because this is just something that I love to do and I love to connect with you all. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Speaking of connecting, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. When you hit the bell, you'll get notifications for when I have new content uploaded. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me so much here in growing my channel. I hope you have a wonderful day and that you take care.